situation, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, what's goody? Can y'all hear me? Make sure my mic good. Let me see. Yeah, we good. All right, perfect. I got you, Pop Punk. What you like about that? About time we put some spec on my boy. Hey, look, bro, we gonna center this whole thing around our boy, man. Back. I want to talk to you guys too about the Mark Madness and stuff too. We're gonna because I know y'all been patiently waiting for that. Shout out everybody who signed up for that. I know y'all patiently waiting for that. And we starting that in 2 days. Tuesday, cuz. Tuesday, we doing the first one. We're gonna try to knock out two. We'll try to knock out two people. Y'all tap it, hit the like button. Hit the like button. You already know what time it is. Let's get it popping in here. We got, hold on, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. I gotta change my internet real fast. So it might freeze for 1 second. Hold on. All right. Let me see. Should be good. All right, let's go, man. Shout out everybody in the building. Let's get it. Shout out my boy Barbara Fager. Up, man. Let's go. Appreciate you dropping the Discord. You already know what time it is. Pop Punk, what's good with you? I see you. My boy Eli. Let's get it. Dave Thibodeau, what's good with you? I see you in the building. Hey, appreciate you tapping in as well. We're gonna talk. I got an interesting video. I already got it playing in the background. Hold on. I'm trying to get through this. Trying to get through their ads. There's an interesting video it's an interesting video from our boy Coach JB, and he had Shawn King on. I don't know if y'all know about Shawn King, but Shawn King, let me see if I could hold on. Let me see if I could get to this real quick. All right, there we go. All right, I got it in the background at least. And I will pull it up once we get to that part of the show. But it's gonna be interesting. Shout out Sodak in the building. Let's go. Shout out Sodak. What's good with you? What's good, Sodak? Appreciate you tapping in as well. I'm gonna let some people tap in. I'm gonna definitely let some people get up in here real quick. I'm just trying to get all this set up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hit the like button. Let's go. All right, let me pull the chat up. Man, boy, hey, I gotta tell y'all though, man. I read on some non-football related, right? Non-football related. I went to a show last night. I gotta be real with y'all, man. I went to a show last night. You know, this is when we talk about just regular stuff. Bruh, listen. If y'all ain't never been to the Michael Jackson, it's the Michael Jackson musical, the Broadway Michael Jackson musical, bruh. Listen, bruh. Like, you don't even have to be a fan of Michael Jackson. That probably, me and my wife were saying, bro, that probably was one of the best shows that I've ever been to in my life. I talking about production. I talking about, bro, I've been to a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was out of this world, bro. Out of this world. So, hey, look, if you ever see it pop up in your city, it's rare because they only go to certain cities for sure. I don't know. It's random. They came to North Charleston, South Carolina, and their next stops are only San Francisco and New York. So it's weird, bruh. Like, but I'm telling you, man, that musical was fire, bruh. Fire. I'm telling you right now, man. So definitely get to one if you haven't already. Hey, Pop Punk said rapping to join the music. Hey, I might have, boy. Hey, boy, look, boy. Hey, them boys been working out there. You know what I'm saying? Boys been working. Shout out Jackson, man. Just beat it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. My boy Jackson in the building. Let's get it, man. Yeah, man. He said Buccaneer Shawn King. Yes. So Buccaneer Shawn King. They just had an interesting conversation. I figured I would pull it up and we can definitely react to it. I think it was super interesting on how he felt. And I kind of like his perspective, bro. I like the perspective. I usually don't agree with I'm not gonna say I usually don't agree with Shawn King. I actually like Shawn King. He speaks a lot about the Cleveland Browns too. He gets on a couple people that I tap in with on the Cleveland Browns side. He has a strong opinion, and there's times where I don't agree with him, but then there's also times where I do. So he's just kind of one of those dudes where it just depends on the day. Just depends on what he's talking about. Usually he doesn't talk about Vikings football a lot, but obviously the Kyler Murray thing, they spoke on it just like everybody else is speaking on it when it comes to that and JJ McCarthy and where we expect JJ McCarthy to go from here. Like what really is the next move for JJ McCarthy, bro? You know, we got a ton of fans who right now it's up in the air as far as how we really feel about JJ McCarthy's future. Just because we got to wait and see what Kyler Murray does. And they kind of touch on that. So let's get to that. As y'all know, I did a video reacting to our boy Coach JB. Hold on, let me do this here. I did a video reacting to our boy Coach JB. Y'all know that. And I was obviously reacting to him because he tried to play us, bro, low key. Like he was talking shit about Kyler Murray. It pissed me off, honestly, because it's like, bro, come on. But without further ado, man, let's get to it. Let's play it. Let's play it and see what they say.
Kyler Murray, real quick, your first initial thoughts going to Minnesota.
Best thing ever happened to JJ McCarthy.
Nah.
They brought in an experienced veteran that he can actually beat out.
So pay attention to what he said. I want that to let's let that sink in real quick. All right. Shout out to Shawn King. Listen, peep what he said right there. Hopefully the volume's good enough for y'all that y'all can hear it. But peep what he said though, man.
They're not so tied into contractually.
Hold on.
Nah.
They brought in an experienced veteran that he can actually beat out.
They brought in an experienced veteran that he could actually beat out. I like that. I mean, shoot, hey, that sounds good to me. Like we brought in a veteran that Shawn King says, hey, JJ McCarthy can still win this job. I think that's one of those deals too, like going into it. I know a lot of us, even including myself, probably feel like Kyler Murray's going in as the QB1 by default, just because he does have a little bigger name in the league right now and just based off of what he showed across the league. But man, this thing ain't over for JJ, man. It's not over for JJ. And I wouldn't be surprised if teams, and we saw a report today. I gotta double check it and see what source it came from. But I did see a report today. I was kind of off the net today, to be honest with you. But I did see a report about two teams possibly trying to get our boy, man. Trying to call us and say, hey, shit, since y'all got Kyler, shit, let us go ahead and get JJ then. Since y'all don't want him. No, bruh. No, we ain't doing that. But let's continue.
Who they are not so tied into contractually that the best player won't actually win. I don't think Kyler can personally operate the system you see Matthew Stafford run, which is what Kevin O'Connell wants. So
I don't either.
So he said he personally doesn't see Kyler Murray being able to operate in this offense, bro. Like this offense that Kevin O'Connell runs, he just doesn't see Kyler Murray being successful in this offense. Like, and you already had there already were some professionals, we'll call them professionals, that were talking about this move and saying, yeah, the ability to be able to run around and play off script from Kyler Murray, yes, that may be appealing, but Kevin O'Connell is going to be asking Kyler Murray to do something that he's never done. Trying to run a certain type of offense. And for that reason alone, Kyler Murray, he possibly could come into training camp and he could struggle. He could struggle to grasp the playbook. He could just hike the ball and be trying to freestyle because a lot of it is a stop. That doesn't mean that he can't throw out of the pocket. I know there's been this whole narrative floating around saying, Kyler Murray doesn't know how to throw in the pocket. Knock it off. All right. He does know how to throw in the pocket. It's about if you ask him to do so to run the play properly, will he be willing to do that though? I think a lot of times when we see him throw in the pocket, it's because the play just allows him to do it and he just does it because that's the reason. But most of the time he wants to get out and make something happen with his legs and try to be off script, which is something I've been begging for. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button whenever you get in the building. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. He said, I think JJ is on his way out the door. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get to that, man. Let's play through this a little bit more.
So why is it a break down his contract or break down the ideology, the philosophy, the thinking of O'Connell and the management there? Because I don't get it's a 1 year minimum deal. I get that part as far as the money goes. I don't get the part of. So what do we do? He goes,
hey, Knowledge, you ain't lying either, boy. Both of them boys smoking, boy.
Free next year and he's gone, and then we're JJ, or are we back in the draft? I'm not clear here. Because why start JJ last year then? Why make him your guy last year if now you're going to put him back on the bench? It's a kind of a roller coaster for JJ. I don't know if that's good for you. Played these roles. Is it good for the quarterback psyche?
Well, here's why Kyler.
So I want to touch on that too before we hear Shawn King's take on this. I listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with putting him back on the bench. I did a video yesterday and I talked about how we've never seen this situation, though, quite like this with JJ McCarthy, where you have a team that invests and they invest in a quarterback. They let a quarterback that played really good leave. They invest in the young quarterback because they drafted him, put him in, expect him to take over the team from this point moving forward. It doesn't look as good as you expect, and then you throw him back on the bench like that. I mean, listen, it's a tricky situation that you usually don't see that. If anybody has any kind of I guess evidence that this has happened before with another quarterback and they came out and were successful, let me know. I know Bryce Young. I know there's a Bryce Young situation where he got benched and then got put back in, but I don't think that's quite the same because the Panthers didn't pursue some big name quarterback at the time. They just put their QB2 in, which was Andy Dalton, I believe, even at that time. And it just happened like that. It wasn't, let's go out and get a Mac Jones, bring him in, and then Bryce goes back in if Mac Jones doesn't work. I don't think it was that situation. So if anybody has any kind of examples, I would be curious to hear. I tried to look and I couldn't find any. So I say that to say, this is a unique situation that we're in right now when it comes to our quarterback room. And who's surprised? Bro, who is surprised, bro? Like, ever since KOC, this dude was supposed to be the QB whisperer, man. This dude was supposed to get our QB position correct. It's been a fucking mess ever since he's gotten the building. I'm just being real, bro. It's been a mess, dog. A mess. And yet in 2026, we are still up in the air and don't know what the hell's going to happen. But guess what? We here for the ride, baby. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Let's go. And I'm going to get to y'all chats, man. Stay vocal in the chat. I'm going to get to all y'all chats after this video here.
Murray was brought in. And again, this is why I think the evaluation of JJ McCarthy is incomplete. He missed the entire rookie year because of injury, right? Last year, Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer played in a combined 12 games because JJ only was able to start 10 games, and a couple of those games he didn't finish due to injury. So they had to have some substance in their room because JJ so far looks injury prone. This is a guy that's only had 10 starts in 2 years. So he's missed, 17 and 7. So he's missed 24 of a potential 34 games due to injury so far.
And
bro, that's crazy. Hold up. He got to say that number again.
24 of a potential 34 games due to injury so far.
He's missed 24 out of 34 games so far due to injury. JJ McCarthy. 24, bruh. Out of 30. What did he say? Out of 34, right?
24 of a potential 34 games due to injury so far.
It's 217
and
games.
He's missed games recently too.
Kyler's been hurt too. But Kyler's there because he was cheap. If Kyler was in any contractual situation where he had to accept the vet minimum and the vet minimum only, his ego wouldn't let him do it.
Ooh, see? That was it. When he said that, when I watched this earlier and he said that, I was like, yo, what does Shawn King know, bruh? He said his ego wouldn't let him do it if it wasn't about the circumstances of what's that? Well, the Arizona Cardinals are giving him his bag. So really, the money's is not an issue. I do believe that's why the Vikings making this move is smart, because you're getting a guy that could possibly do something for your franchise for 1.3 or 1.5 million, whatever it is. Like, you can't beat that. You have to go in on that. You have to. Regardless of how you feel about JJ McCarthy, you just got to take that opportunity, bro. You can't pass up on that. I mean, you can't even get Max. You can't even get a quarterback that's a little bit better than Max Brosmer for 1.3 in the league in 2026. You ain't getting no backup for 1.3. You're not. All right. You might can find a QB3 for 1.3, but I'd make the argument to drop a name and let me know who. You know what I'm saying? Like, who? So that, for that reason alone, I think it's a good move all around. But it makes sense. You say, hey, his ego might not have let him do it though.
Here's the thing.
As he hits his cigar,
I don't know if Justin Jefferson has another bad year and he's pulling AJ Brown type of shit on the sideline and is over it like he did last year with JJ McCarthy. I don't know if this whole thing don't get blown up. I'm talking O'Connell, as I predict.
So, I mean, look, you got people from the outside looking in and thinking that JJ McCarthy, Justin Jefferson was on the sidelines and, acting like a diva, whatever the case may be, man. Justin Jefferson was a top-notch teammate, dog. A top-notch teammate. Justin Jefferson kept his cool the whole time and understood that we are going through a process and he's trusting it. You don't get much better than Justin Jefferson, bruh. Not even just from a skill standpoint, but just a leadership standpoint, man, setting the example. Bro, we are blessed to have Justin Jefferson. I know some people make the argument like, hey, bro, he costs too much for a wide receiver, whatever. You know what I mean? You can go back and forth with that if you want. I'm not doing it. I think Justin Jefferson, he got exactly what he deserves, bro. And I honestly think he's behind this Kyler Murray thing too. I think he played a big part in making this happen, in recruiting. We'll see the truth come out eventually because, the first interview of Justin Jefferson, you know what the question is going to be. We all know what the main topic's going to be. Shout out to our media group, the Vikings media members, because you know what it's going to be. Hey, how do you feel about the Kyler Murray? And did you have any influence behind that? Like, I know you and Kyler go back. You got some history. Did you have any influence? Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear about it, man. Let's go.
Because if you went away from Sam Darnold and he wins a Super Bowl, that's a black eye on you, regardless of what you want to say. O'Connell has now a black eye for making that decision, even though maybe he didn't make it solely, but the GM, etc. The GM's gone now too, right? He's out. I think he's in Frisco. Where'd he end up?
Yeah, somewhere consulting.
Okay.
So Justin contractually is not in that's how I was looking it up. So Jefferson's deal basically keeps him in Minnesota through 28. Because in 24, he signed a 4-year, $140 million extension that starts in that last year of his rookie deal. So now he could bitch and moan, but he can't go nowhere.
Hey, he can bitch and moan, but he ain't going nowhere, bruh. Like, facts though. Like, he's not going anywhere. He is going to be a Minnesota Viking, period. And at least until 2028. Now he can request a trade. He can obviously push the line if he wants to. But for the most part, dog is here, man. Dog is here, and he gonna deal with whatever quarterback situation we got. And that's not by choice.
Well, he was mad to the chat's point here. He was mad last year. What are you guys talking about without Sam Darnold?
Trade JJ. Viker. Hey, shout out Viker. He said trade JJ for a $25 Amazon gift card with $7.88. All out, man. Hey, yo, bruh. Like, that's crazy, bruh. Hey, nah, my boy, you ain't had to cook him like that, broski. Hey, shout out SJ Music and Skol for tapping in, becoming a member. I got you. Hey, tonight seems like a good night, bro. We gotta play some of your music. I ain't gonna cap. We gotta play some of your. We got another artist right here, SJ, dude Prince. If you want, to hear some Vikings music, man, this who you tap in with right here. He representing us the best way. And then Luft in the building. Me and Luft got a song. Are you ready? Man, we got all type of Vikings music popping off in here tonight. You know what I mean? All type. All tight, man. Shout out to you, SJ, though, man. I appreciate you becoming a member, becoming part of Purple Gang. I'm definitely gonna play some of your stuff today, man. If you what is it on what so it should be, I'll find it. It should be just under your name. So I'll tap in, bro. Stay right there. Stay right there, bro. I got you, bro. Tonight's tonight. I gotta play my boy Furious too. I gotta go find his. He's in the Discord. I'm gonna tell him tap in too. We're gonna play a couple songs before we end, man. We'll end the stream playing some music. We'll end the stream playing some music. Now, hopefully, y'all don't copyright me, man. I know some of y'all won't gonna copyright strike me, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's go. Oh shoot, hold
on. Justin Jefferson was clearly mad last year. He had his worst season. What are you talking about?
I'm saying he's mad, but he's not in a position where.
No, I'm talking to the chat. He had a bad. They're saying that he's not mad. He's over Sam Darnold leaving. I said, well, no, clearly.
And the chat is right. There must have been Vikings fans in the chat. The chat is absolutely right. This was a live stream they did, and this is just a clip from it. But the chat was absolutely right. Justin Jefferson was not mad, bro. I do not think he was mad. You know, people use that. They overly use that shit, bro. Justin Jefferson was mad, and he was upset, and he wanted to be out of Minnesota. Man, stop it, bro. No, it was not. Again, people talking Vikings football that don't watch Vikings football. The most irritating thing on the planet. Facts.
He wasn't, because last year he was pissed off after he couldn't get the ball.
Yeah, I think he was frustrated.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was clear as day, in my opinion, but we'll see. I did a video back in 2022 that went viral, and it had like 10 million views.
Oh, this is interesting right here.
People are reposting it now. See, I like to get ahead of this shit. See, I'm a proactive fucking.
Yo, wait a minute. How did Shawn King's background and shit change already? What the hell what did I just witness, bro? Like, am I tripping? Like,
tweeter. I tweet shit out way before, and then everybody waits to see so they can come at me for being either A, oh, you're wrong about him, or B, now I'm right again. I posted this video. Take a look at this video from 2022. Bailey, show it if you have it. All right, here we go. Kyler Murray.
This is a good breakdown. Check this out.
You guys, $200 million guy. My shitty guy. I think.
This dude, man, Coach JB cannot stand Kyler Murray, as you know. As you hear him speak about Kyler Murray, bro, this is going to be the new Colin Cowherd of the Minnesota Vikings when it comes to Kyler Murray, how Colin Cowherd, Cow Turd is towards JJ McCarthy. This right here now. This is the new one. All right. This is the new one.
Arizona got beat over the head. I think Cliff Kingsbury's getting fired. I think he'll be a journeyman back in the minor league baseball system.
A journeyman back in the minor league baseball system. Okay, brother.
Here we go. We got a reduction split. We got two tight split with a tight split. That tells me as a defensive coordinator, we're going to get some type of rub action. All right? He's probably the over. He's probably the under. We're probably going to get some type of zone breaker. We got some type of man. Look, we got 6 on the line of scrimmage. Can he blitz, guys? No. Why? Usually when I show you this guy right here blitzing, there's a safety right here to cover him up. There is no safety. We know we have man, or a blitz.
I will say Coach JB does know his ball, though. I'll give him that. As far as like knowing the X's and O's, he does know his ball. So I will give him his flowers on that.
Sir, this could be a linebacker based on his stance.
He's a dick, but he does know that.
Not an athletic DB like this. He's a backer or a safety. He could come because we have a man corner right there. But having said that, him not knowing coverage tells me that you're paying him $200 million for no reason. But here we go. Go play Fortnite, motherfucker. Here we go.
Go play Fortnite.
But we're going to sit in the pocket right now. Coverage sank. Sank. He's in drive phase. He's driving he's going to reroute this crosser. But if I know coverage has sank, then I'm making $200 million and not playing Fortnite. I'm dumping the ball to the back. Right now. Take the back. 5-10 yards.
I mean, he has a point here, but it's easy to do that when you're watching TV and you don't have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 6, 6, 4 to 6, 6, 300-pound mother effers, crashing in on you. You know what I mean? It's definitely easy to say that from the armchair there, the coach, the TV watcher. Definitely easy to say, oh, just dump it off to the back.
But no, we're going to continue to drift in our drop, and then we're not going to read coverage, and we're going to still.
He got fired after that. Kyler Murray hasn't been the same. Where are you at with the Minnesota Viking version of this guy? And is he going to start? Is JJ have a shot at even taking the job?
Great question. Let's hear it.
I think JJ beats him out.
That's what I wanted y'all to hear. So Shawn King said, I think JJ McCarthy beats out Kyler Murray. He thinks he believes that Kyler Murray is not going to succeed in Kevin O'Connell's offense. And being that JJ McCarthy, this is technically his third year in the offense, he's going to look a lot better than Kyler Murray in the off-season programs, OTAs, training camp. He's going to look better. He's going to look more comfortable. That would be the prediction, right? Because Kyler Murray is coming in fresh, and the offenses are way different than what he's used to running, even from college, even into the NFL. So this is going to be a challenge for Kyler Murray, bro. It is going to be an uphill battle for him. I feel like his athletic ability alone, and just the facts that I think he's right under that superstar status, I think he'll beat him out for that purpose only. But I wouldn't be surprised if JJ McCarthy, as the OTAs and training camp goes on, we hear a lot of reports saying, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, JJ looks more comfortable in this offense. JJ looks like he's better than Kyler Murray at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. This would be a great time to be a Vikings fan, man. That's a fact. Great time to be a Vikings fan. Let's see.
So you think Kyler Murray's there for a one-year quarterback room guy, not necessarily the foregone conclusion that he's the starter?
No, I think they're just rolling the dice on a very cheap option. If Kyler Murray can reinvent himself and become the talented prospect people presumed he was at one point, then he'll play. More than likely, that Kyler Murray that you just showed on video, and no lies told, got Cliff Kingsbury fired, will back up JJ McCarthy. Like, here's the thing with Kyler. Kyler had to get hurt for the NFL to figure out how good Michael Wilson was.
This is also an interesting take right here, talking about Michael Wilson. Kyler Murray, like when Jacoby, I'll let him speak on it. Hold on.
Like, Michael Wilson's on the Cardinals all year, and Kyler wasn't throwing the ball. And then all of a sudden, Jacoby Brissett becomes a quarterback, and Michael Wilson is like one of the top emerging young wide receivers in the game of football. Like, that's the thing. Arizona had Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, and Marvin Harrison Jr. It wasn't like they didn't have talented pass catchers. Like, Kyler can't see. Kyler's never become like a student of the game so he can master looks and understand it. He just always gotten by on talent. Add in that he's injured a lot. I don't see the upside with Kyler in Minnesota. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. I don't pull against any of these guys, but I fully anticipate JJ to beat him out. But
all right, there we go, man. There you hear it. Let's go. Shout out the real Sir D, man. I see you. Let's go, Sir D. I appreciate you tapping in, man. There you go. So you got Shawn King. He believes that JJ McCarthy will definitely beat him out. Now, Pop Punk, Shawn King, that should be your new favorite podcaster, bruh. Your new favorite podcaster. I'm telling you, my boy talking tonight. He talking tonight. He said, this is what I've been saying. Hey, facts, bro. There you go. I knew you would appreciate this video. I knew you would appreciate this. Skol Vikings. Hey, let's go, Ronald. Appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you, brother. Good to see you. Raymond was good. Let me get to some of y'all comments. Let's see. Shout out Jerry. Shout out Jerry Gardner. You said McCarthy has been wearing the eye black since Michigan. This is how I know most of you did not watch him in college. Your life must be pitiful if McCarthy wearing face paint has you crashing out. No, I agree. I agree, bro. I don't get why people be hyper fixated on little details like that. You know, one little detail I will say during the season that I said was there was a game, if you remember really the first 2 games, week 1 and week 2, he didn't wear his visor. And I'm like, why the hell? And he actually didn't wear his visor in the Texans preseason game either. And I was like, yo, why is JJ McCarthy not wearing his visor, bro? Like, you got to wear the visor, dog. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? And he came in for that Lions game and he put that visor back on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the game where I'm like, see, it was the visor. It was the visor. Yes, it was. It was the visor. Yeah, man. You know, hey, so yeah, but I don't get why people do that. Shout out Broski Bear. He said, I thought McCarthy was so special that he was going to be good, and now you're leaving for him. Now you're leaving him for a hobbit. hey, Broski Bear, look. I think a lot of us still believe that JJ McCarthy is special and can be special. I think, like, here's the deal with Vikings with Vikings fans, and I'll say me for sure, is my main goal is I want to win, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's where sometimes I might get caught up so much in, if it looks like I'm jumping on the collar bandwagon so fast without really sitting back and thinking about where our team really is. I look at our team and I say, you know, I think I kind of got a good grasp of where our team is, and where I believe it is we could have been way better if we just had average quarterback play last year. Average. All right. We're not even asking for superstar level. If we would have had average quarterback play, bro, we would have been a 11, 12 win football team last year. Easy. I'm talking about a big. I'll make the argument that somebody like a Nick Mullins, damn near playing like how he was playing as a backup, we probably would have been an 11 win football team. So, you know, for me, when I see an opportunity like this, that's probably why I get so hype about it and like, yo, I feel like Kyler Murray can definitely play some average football. Definitely can play that. He definitely can do that. So when I see that, and I'm like, yeah, let's get on it, bro. Let's rock with it. It's unfortunate that JJ McCarthy's in the way, especially based off of how we've hyped him up and we've supported him, you know, like crazy the last offseason and the offseason before that as well. Talking about him every single night about how he's going to be special, how he's going to take over this team. And now we're in a situation now where it's like, damn, bro, we got another opportunity now for somebody else to come in and make it seem like or give us an opportunity to win a lot of football games. I think K1 can give us a good opportunity to win some football games. And that's kind of just where I'm at with it. I'm just more on the, you know, hey, how many games can we win with this quarterback? How many games can we win with that quarterback? We got 2 of them. So I'm good with it, man. Shout out Skol Diesel. Norse, I see you, Norse. Appreciate Norse in the building. He said, he said, JJ going to throw Tyler Murray in a locker. Hey, Norse, did you see that video? Norse, have you seen that video on X with JJ McCarthy throwing him in the locker? The AI video, man, that shit is hilarious. He said, I've seen the steam about D-Hop to the Vikes as the number 3. It only makes sense with his familiarity with K1. So here's my deal with that, Skol Diesel. Like, I get where you're going with that. There is familiarity there, but we don't need him because we have a wide receiver in Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison that need the ball more than anything, you know, for me. So D-Hop coming here, it's like, bro, we don't really need you. You know what I'm saying? We don't, and honestly, I don't want you getting the ball a lot. You know what I want to happen? I want 18 to have 1,400 plus yards this season. That's what I want. I'm being real. I want Justin Jefferson should have 1,400 plus receiving yards. And we don't need to be bringing in D-Hop thinking that he's about to come just because he's familiar with Kyler Murray, that he's about to be getting 8 to 9, 10 targets a game. No. You know what I'm saying? You Kyler Murray, you got enough, bruh. Between 18 and number 3, you should be Gucci. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Shout out Kubler. Appreciate you. Murray would kick nine's ass. Hey man, we definitely got it. We gonna have us a split fan base out here, man. It's gonna be some drama. You heard? There's gonna be some drama, but good drama though. Good drama. I think another thing too that interests me is you think about you think about you think about Kyler Murray's injury history and you tell yourself, bro, JJ McCarthy has a really high chance of playing. He has a really high chance of playing, man. He could definitely get an opportunity. Uh QB JJ McCarthy supporting the Wolverines in preparation of March Madness. Oh, let me pull this up. Hold on. JJ McCarthy still out here living life. Look at my boy don't have a worry in the world, man. My boy.
Blue. At the UC. Go blue.
My boy ain't worried. He ain't worried, man. Two-Tone, what's good, Two-Tone? I see you. I see you, Two-Tone. Man. Bulldog, I have no expectations of either quarterback. They could both be awful. Our organization is failing at the moment. Y'all understand that? No, our organization definitely doesn't look the best. I'll say that. Ever since Kevin O'Connell has been here, the quarterback position has been up in the air. We haven't had stability yet. And we're going on this is his 5th season. Let that sink in. A former quarterback that was brought here to give us stability at the quarterback position by locating that quarterback. Now, some people say, hey, by locating that quarterback, what did you mean? Do you mean locating a quarterback in the draft and making him a franchise quarterback? That's what I wanted as a fan. That doesn't mean that was in the contract and the plans with the conversation with the Wilfs. It could have been, hey, locating the quarterback can mean anything. It could mean Sam Darnold. You located him. Keep him on the team. He's now the franchise quarterback. Well, did Kwesi step in and let that walk out the door? Did Kevin O'Connell fight for Sam Darnold behind the scenes? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that we got to try to figure out here now, and a lot of things that may come to the light now that Kwesi is out the door. I think we're going to see it, but we have another opportunity for a similar type situation. And depending on how Kyler Murray plays, shit, we might be right back there this time next year talking about the same thing. Like, hey, what are we going to do now? Is Kyler Murray going to go sign somewhere else? Are we going to give him the $30 million? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'm here for all of it though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for all of it. Make sure you hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button in the building. Appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. This is a chill stream. For the ones who just got in here, we're going to be doing the Mock Madness starting Tuesday. I set it up. Tuesday will be the first Mock Madness, and it's going to be fun. So make sure you're in the building for Tuesday. You will see the thumbnail. You'll see everything signed up, and make sure you're in the building that night. It's going to be lit. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to starting the Mock Madness. I know it's been a little delay this year, just because getting stuff together, and not only that, no excuses on my end, but the Kyler Murray thing kind of was taking up a lot of the conversation. It's almost like doing it from a content standpoint. It's almost like I had to do the Kyler Murray thing. Like, we had to continue going live talking about that until it happened, and then after it happened, talk about our expectations about that happening. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. And now I want to do tonight talking about JJ McCarthy and giving him some light, shedding some light, and saying, hey, it's not over for the boy. It's not over. We still in the building. Yeah, we still in the building, man. I'm gonna put a question in the chat. Let's see. Let's do this, man. All right, let's see. Let's go to Vikings fan page. I really are we on? Yeah. So let's see. Vikings free agency tracker so far. Kyler Murray, James Pierre, departures, Naylor, Ryan Wright, Javon Hargrave, Jonathan Allen. We re-signed Eric Wilson, Andrew DePaula, Xavier. Hey, they like Zay Scott. I gotta say, they like Zay Scott. Must be Bo Ricker still in the play. Let's go. And Tavier Thomas, Tenders, Jalen Redmond, and Ivan Pace. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? So, shout out my boy Dustin, man. He's been a big supporter of JJ McCarthy, but you see him right here, man. We see you, Dust. We see you. Just order in the Murray jersey. How dare you? How dare you give up? Let's see. All right, so here we go. Hold on, let me see. We got a couple things here. All right, boom. All right. This obviously, I want this stream to be centered around JJ McCarthy. We've been beating the horse about Kyler Murray. Let's put Kyler Murray to the side. Let's talk about our boy. I think he deserves it tonight. We're gonna spend about an hour doing this. Where we at? We at 42 minutes. We spend another like 30, 45 minutes doing this because I think it's deserving. And I've been actually feeling bad low key, bro. I've been feeling bad low key. I'm be honest with you. I've been feeling like I feel like a bandwagon hopper, bro. I gotta be real. I feel like a bandwagon hopper. I really do. The Vikings fan in me, you know what I'm saying, is like makes me feel like a bandwagon hopper because we get Kyler and I jump right on the board, bro. I'm not hesitating at all. I went all in. All right, since 2000, only 3 quarterbacks drafted in the first round have started 10 or less games with the team that drafted them. That list includes Johnny Manziel, Trey Lance, Paxton Lynch. JJ McCarthy currently has 10 games played for the Vikings. That's a bad list to be on, man. Trey Lance, who actually just signed a deal with the Chargers. So the Chargers are keeping him around. Shout out Mr. I Want to Mock in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you tapping in. We have Paxton Lynch, which was a straight bust. I remember that. And Johnny Manziel. Do I need to say any more? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to say any more? Johnny Manziel. Shout out Hustle, man. He said Kyler has the most experience. Can't deny that. No, you can't. You definitely can't deny that. You can't deny that. Pop Punk said you definitely bandwagon. Yeah, bro. Hey. I'm all right, bro. I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it, bro. It is what it is. But listen, you also can say, I didn't give up on I haven't given up on JJ McCarthy. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy a bust. I'm not saying none of that crap. All right. I'm not saying none of that crap. I'm not saying he's over with. He's done. He's a bust. He'll never be good again. I'm not saying any of that. I still think you do got to admit, though, that's fire right there, though. Hey, Pop Punk, I don't care how mad you are, bro. You can't tell me that shit they ain't cold, though. Shout out Eli. All right. So I put this in the Discord, too. I think we need to come together. I said, if you place $100 bet right now on JJ McCarthy to win MVP, you can win $25,000. I thought it was $250,000, but $25,000. Anybody want to go? Anybody want to go in on me? We could do 50 apiece. What's up? Anybody down? He still has an opportunity to win MVP. There's a puncher's chance, bruh. There's a puncher's chance. Hold on. Let me go I want to go find this post on JJ real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second here. Let's see. People are just freaking. People are just cooking my boy, man. You type his name, bro. It's just almost It's almost like you almost don't want to type his name in, bro, because all you see is people cooking him, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is sad. Hold on, let me see. Boom. So here we go. We had people. Shout out to Ray Vic. Shout out Ray Vic though. He said snowed in and needs some reading material? Question mark. While it's probably not yet fair to label JJ McCarthy a total bust, there's no denying the similarities between the Vikings youngster and former Arizona Cardinals quarterback Josh Rosen. And like this is so I tried to go back, right? And look for a scenario like I talked about earlier, where a quarterback in JJ McCarthy's situation that, you know, a team went all in on, started him, expecting him to be the franchise quarterback moving forward, and then pulls him again. And then that same player comes in and then becomes a star for that said franchise. And I really couldn't find it. All right. I couldn't find it. I did ask the people that were in the building earlier if they had any kind of references we can go look at, then go ahead and drop it. But I just couldn't find a scenario where what we're seeing with the JJ McCarthy, seeing it work out in a positive way. Because from what we're seeing right now, this shit is looking bad, bruh. It is. I want to go look at my boy. I think my boy D Woods posted something about JJ. Hold on. And let's see, yeah.
Out. They can't put all their eggs in one basket like they did last year with the Daniel Jones situation. You know, they basically kind of felt like Daniel Jones was going to sign here regardless because he was here the year before, and it didn't work out that way. And Daniel Jones basically played the Vikings to get as much money as he could with the Colts, and we see how that is, you know, turning out right now. So I just feel like this. Like, I know JJ McCarthy is on this roster. Like, we know that JJ McCarthy is on this roster. I don't think he's going to get traded. But if the Vikings miss out on Kyler Murray, maybe they need to shift to someone like Geno Smith going forward, just to make sure that they have a veteran quarterback on this roster that can get this done. Because we've heard reports about Carson Wentz re-signing with the Minnesota Vikings.
That was before JJ was even signed. I mean, before Kyler was even signed, matter of fact. Hold on, let me see. I see the comment. Hold on. JJ is the future, point blank simple. Shout out Purple Rain. I see you, man. Don the G, appreciate you, Don the G, tapping in. He said, Josh Rosen did not improve as the year went on, and McCarthy did. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, no, that's I can feel you on that. I can feel you on that. Somebody said, how you gonna like the post without even reading the link article? Well, because I was more liking what Ray Vic said. So I'm liking that he tweeted it. You know, it's a good read, man. I mean, if you want, go read it. I don't got time right now. I'm doing a live, and we're not gonna read the article. We like JJ McCarthy, bro. Don't worry, Purple Rain. We like JJ, bro. We not hating, bro. You ain't gotta get aggressive, dog. It's all good, bro. I'm a JJ fan, bro. I'm a JJ fan. Like, do I think he gonna win the job? No. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he's gonna win the job. If I'm gonna call my shot right now, I don't think he is. But that doesn't mean that I'm right either. I don't know it. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to wait and see, bro. Facts. Let's see. There was something about the Browns. Hold on, what is this?
Boy, John and Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like the Browns is doing what the Browns do. Now, this one right here might have some legs to it. Oh, this one right here look very real. When I tell you they have contacted another team to acquire another quarterback, bro, y'all might think I'm lying. Y'all might think this is a game. This ain't no game of let's pick a story and make up and talk about it. No, this is the reality of the situation. And the reality of the situation is the Browns want another quarterback. Now it look like they don't want Deshaun Watson or Shedeur. Well, really, it's been that. I don't think they want either one of them for whatever reason. But this right here came across my screen moments ago. It says the Browns, Chargers, and Rams has reportedly called Vikings quarterback JJ McCarthy.
Now, who believes that? Who believes that? Who believes that the Chargers, Browns, and Rams called for JJ McCarthy? First of all, part of me feels like the Rams is capped. Like, why would Sean McVay, like, this is the deal. He's going to lean on Kevin O'Connell's opinion on a player. If he's calling to check in on JJ McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell says, I ain't gonna lie, he's gonna need some work, but that why you think we went after Kyler Murray? Like, I just don't see that being the case. Now, as far as the Browns, whatever. I mean, they're kind of throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks. And then the Chargers, of course, bro. Of course, the Chargers called. I could see that. But the worst, you know what? I see somebody post the other day, and they said, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. JJ McCarthy is going to go to the Chargers and win a Super Bowl with Harbaugh. He's going to go to the Chargers and win a Super Bowl with Harbaugh. That's the worst thing that could happen. And you know what? That's some Vikings-ish right there, boy.
Yes, JJ McCarthy is the new name that has been put in the magician's hat by the Browns. Guys, I cannot make this up. At this point, I am convinced, just convinced, the Browns have no interest in keeping Shedeur Sanders, which means to tell me they should just let him go. Let him go. Free us fans from Cleveland, bro. For real. Just give us.
So I actually want to go listen to that. I want to go listen. Hold on. ESPN Cleveland. Any interest in JJ McCarthy? Hold on. I actually want to go listen to that. Let me see.
Some solidarity.
Let me see something. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Like this. Let's listen to this real quick.
What's going on there? He hadn't played very much. To just totally write a guy off, Coop, that you took in the top 10 after like 7 starts.
I didn't think he should have been there in the first place.
Interest, no, but to me, he's no different than drafting a guy. Like, I don't know. You get a head start because it's somebody who's been in the league for a couple of years.
Whose future do you feel better about, him or Shedeur's?
Shedeur's?
I'd probably say Shedeur.
So, right there, Cleveland don't even want Cleveland hating off our boy, man. They think Shedeur. They think Shedeur, bro. Dino said, why the hell we not spending any money on free agents rap? I just think our team is being a little patient like they always are. I just think it's the nature, bro, of the Minnesota Vikings. I think the only year where I remember when Kwesi was here, when we went and like really boomed out, the Andrew Van Ginkel year and all that. Like that's other than that, man, our team is our team seems very conservative, bro. It doesn't matter who the hell the GM is. They're super conservative, bro. Super conservative. Let me see. I wanted to look at JJ McCarthy versus Shedeur Sanders. So EPA, Shedeur Sanders ranked 33rd. JJ McCarthy was 34th. Completion percentage, JJ McCarthy was 35th. Shedeur Sanders was 34th. Big time throw percentage, 3.1. JJ McCarthy was 35th. Shedeur Sanders was 25th. And turnover worthy plays, JJ McCarthy was 36. Shedeur Sanders was 35th. I mean, they essentially the same damn quarterback. But I will say JJ had better weapons. They're essentially the same quarterback, but JJ had better weapons. Facts. Shout out Mitty with the 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Appreciate you, my brother, man. That's love. Shout out to you for the 5 gifted, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Hey, Broski Bear, you part of Purple Gang. Let's go. Shout out Mamba Life, too. I see you. Skolaholic, you part of it. Let's get it, man. The word Cleveland is French for train wreck. Let's go, man. Shout out Mitty turning up in the chat tonight, man. Gifting some memberships. I appreciate you, my brother. That's lit. That's lit, man. Get that Purple Gang popping. Let's see. More JJ McCarthy trade steam rising out of local Vikings insider circles. Now that Kyler Murray seems set to be the Vikings starting quarterback next season, it wouldn't be surprising if teams are if the team entertains a trade for JJ McCarthy. Listen, if we trade JJ McCarthy, I'll be honest with you, I'll be real pissed, bro. I'll be mad, bro. Like if we trade JJ McCarthy, bro, Kevin O'Connell, bro, we gotta go for his head at that point. Like that, because then at that point, man, that's just over the top. You know, you cannot trade JJ McCarthy. You just can't. You know, you have to stick with him at least for his rookie contract. You know, you have to. You just have to, bro. He said JJ McCarthy has a better chance being a starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals than the Minnesota Vikings. He will not outduel Kyler Murray. We'll see. Let's see. Good God, I hope this is true. The Rams were my number one destination for JJ McCarthy to land when he was coming out as the Stafford succession plan. Okay. The only better option would have been follow Jim Harbaugh, and had Harbaugh taken the Raiders or Falcons job at the time, trade JJ. Bro, the JJ trade talk is crazy, bro. Where will JJ Oh, man. All right, here we go. Let's listen.
National Football League world. Something happened yesterday that everybody's been expecting to happen, and I've been kind of saving my powder for
curious
until
to hear
it
what he
finally
said.
did happen. And Kyler Murray showed up in purple yesterday in the state of Minnesota. And Kyler Murray, for $1.3 million, is in the new fangled quarterback room of the Minnesota Vikings. That's the way to put it right now, because nobody's naming him the starter, even though I'll tell you what, it sure looks like he's going to be. But let's just start from scratch, which is Kyler Murray getting cut from the Arizona Cardinals after
Shout out SJ. Appreciate you, man. Havoc Skol. Let's go, man. I appreciate you. Bro. That's a fact, bro. Let's go. I'm curious to hear what Rick. I usually watch
7 years of work there after being the first
Rich
overall
Eisen,
selection, man. And he is now a veteran minimum quarterback, able to pick and choose where he's going to go. And for whatever reason,
appreciate the support in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all.
We've been hearing if Kyler Murray's cut loose, he's going to the Minnesota Vikings. And sure enough, he showed up there and he signed. And now,
whatever. Get to the top.
Posted that with the word Skol, and I think he knows this. So I apologize for potentially stating the obvious when he said he cried real tears when newest addition to a quarterback room. Notice how I'm
I love that tag he has, that best dad ever tag. Shout out to him.
stating this.
A little disdain, it seems.
Not disdain. This is the rest of the Minnesota Vikings around him. And
I just want to hear what he thinks. I want to hear.
I don't believe he's had a group like
Kyler
this
would win
with a coach like this and an offensive mindset like the one that the Vikings bring to bear every single day. Hasn't had that in professional football, for sure. With all due respect to his previous coaches and players. This is what he said about his relationship with his new head coach, Kevin O'Connell.
Me and KO go.
What a spot for him to enter. He's got to be out of his mind psyched because also the one-year deal that he signed not only sticks the Cardinals with the large tab, but
he said Eisen loved Michigan cheating also. I mean, yeah, hey, look, he's a JJ supporter through and through too, because he is a Michigan fan. But you know, he talks, which he's on national television, so he obviously different from me. But what I will say, it's just a similar vibe because he was so high on JJ McCarthy. Now that Kyler's here, his shit has changed too, where he's thinking like, well, yeah, I support 9, but shit, bro, like this shit might be good.
To me, he will be playing that will benefit not only those players individually, it'll benefit the collective group of guys in the room. Now, that makes complete coach speak sense to the media gathered. That sounds like a bunch of word salad. So he was asked point blank, is there a competition between Murray and McCarthy? Quote, unless I'm confused in any way, shape, or form, I don't believe we have to name one of those currently, end quote. Kevin O'Connell. Can confirm, Coach, you do not have to do that. You don't even have a schedule. You don't have a draft. You don't have pro days. O'Connell said he did talk to McCarthy earlier this week. He knew we were going to be adding somebody to the room. He knew that didn't change anything about his mindset, focus on improving, attacking this offseason the right way, and I'm really proud of him for that and excited to get back on the grass and in the meeting room with him when that time comes, end quote.
What a great picture right here. This is one of my favorite pictures of JJ McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell, though. Like, this is one of my favorite pictures of them too, bro. I can definitely see them too. I could see them too doing.
I shall just shoot everybody straight here. The only way JJ McCarthy starts week 1 for the Minnesota Vikings this.
It's about to get spicy. This is what I was here. This is what I wanted to hear. The only way JJ McCarthy, this is not supporting Murray. Oh, it's not? Okay.
Fall is if Kyler Murray gets hurt. As much as I love JJ McCarthy, and you know that I do, and you said maybe the way I was positing this segment, my thoughts earlier sounded like a touch of derision. It's because I feel JJ McCarthy has it in him.
Damn, he sound like me, boy. I ain't gonna lie, boy.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Boy, me and Rich sound just alike. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so, and this also, Kevin O'Connell is a coach who came on this show and said that organizations fail young quarterbacks before young quarterbacks fail the organizations. And it sure feels like this franchise feel like JJ McCarthy somehow failed them last year. I'm not in the building. I don't.
Damn, bro. Hey, like, that's an interesting conversation to have. Is it fair? I want to know what y'all think about that. Like, is it fair to say that possibly JJ McCarthy failed us as an organization, failed us as a fan base? Or is that too harsh? Because he's only played 10, he's only played 10 out of 34 games. Out of 34 possible games that he could have played, he's only played 10 of them. That's an interesting conversation to have, man. I kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I don't know if I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know injuries are part of the game and I'm not going to sit there and dock him for it, you know, but I can see I can see a group of fans feeling like, hey, we talk about Kevin O'Connell failing JJ McCarthy and the organization failing JJ McCarthy. What about him? He didn't show up for us. He wasn't available for us. He was supposed to be out there balling.
See what's going on when there's nothing, when there's no cameras on them. O'Connell does. He is a quarterback whisperer. He's one of the best in the business. He's a coach of the year for a reason. Okay? But there is no way, barring injury, that a highly talented 28-year-old with almost 90 starts in him and 2 Pro Bowls in him and 120-plus passing touchdowns and almost 40 rushing touchdowns is going to walk in this spot with Justin Jefferson there, and Aaron Jones is coming back, and Hawkinson and the rest of them, and get beat out by JJ McCarthy. I honestly, it's straight up that you don't bring in.
This is a great watch, by the way. I haven't seen this, so this is all new to me. If you see me zoning out watching it, is because I haven't seen this. And I respect Rich, man. Actually, like he's probably one of my favorite out of all the main media people that talk sports. I like Rich.
Kyler Murray, without saying he's going to get the first shot. Certainly since last year, you put a thumb on the scale for the kid to the point where Sam Darnold's like, I can't stick around here. I'm going to go to a spot for my new spot. And he wins a Super Bowl there. That place is a lid on a boiling pot. And then on top of it, what more, like Kyler Murray is the avatar of how quickly things can change in this world for a kid drafted 10th overall in a draft. Josh Rosen was exactly that, saying there were 9 mistakes. By the way, if you look at the 9 kids chosen in front of him, they're all grown-ass men now. But remember Josh Rosen said there's 9 mistakes in front of me, and I'm going to prove him wrong? Well,
damn, I didn't know Josh said that. Holy. Boy, Josh Rosen, boy, your ass got cooked for that.
Out he goes, in comes Kyler. So, to me, JJ McCarthy, unless there is some form of a massive seismic event, he's not starting week 1 for this team. Shooting straight up to you all. And kudos to, Kyler for getting his gig. And I understand, O'Connell saying all the stuff like, I don't have to name anything now, and he needs to work hard because he couldn't possibly need him. Don't forget, Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy, that was a competition. Young kid who doesn't have to start right away, may not have the experience. Let's bring in the veteran. There was that going on. Yeah. And then McCarthy gets hurt. It's Darnold's gig.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. He leaves. He wins the Super Bowl elsewhere. So they had a year last year where they have a ready-made team right now, and they're just not going to go through that again. And I understand why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I understand why they wouldn't. They have a ready-made team. They got a bunch of guys who can win this division, win double-digit games, win playoff games, and who the heck knows, win the whole damn thing. And Kyler now has every reason to do it. He's got a fresh new football lease on life. He's got a coach. He's got an all-world receiver who's ready to roll.
Yeah.
And again, just straight up, McCarthy versus Murray in a flat open competition. I think Murray would have the thumb on the scale here, or at least the first third of the season. I'll be honest with you. I asked, somebody out who will remain nameless, who I trust implicitly in the talent evaluation and also football.
Tell us. Hey, make sure you hit the like button too, man. Hit the like button in the building.
Rostering and all that sort of stuff. I asked him, there's no chance JJ McCarthy beats out Kyler Murray for the starting job. He texted me back, correct. So what people in the league are thinking and saying and what have you. And, good luck to having this competition. To my guy in McCarthy. He's got a big uphill climb.
Yeah.
Big. And you can sit here and go, oh, what did Kyler do? He didn't do this, he didn't do that. He's got all this experience. And he's also got the leg up with a team that turned to McCarthy last year and watch the guy who was with him in the elevated quarterback room leave and win a Super Bowl. That will leave a mark, no matter how much they might not be saying it does.
Yeah.
So we will see. There will be a competition. At some point, Kyler will start one. McCarthy will start one in the preseason, and O'Connell's going to have to make a call, and that's why they pay him the big bucks. But at the end of the day, I think they really want to see what Murray looks like in their offense, and not just in their offense at all, but when it counts. And give him at least a month. And if he doesn't work out, then you turn to the kid.
Yeah.
I think, am I wrong? Am I off on this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. North said, Rap, I almost didn't recognize you with your waffles the clown makeup on. Hey, bro. Hey. I ain't say it. He said it. I mean, I ain't say it. There's Rich. Rich is talking like me, though, for sure. Rich is definitely talking like me. He sounds, he definitely, like, I like where he's going with it because, I thought I was crazy for feeling like the way I was feeling, and Rich just pretty much sounds just like where I was at with it. You know what I'm saying? This sounds where I'm at. Shout out Delt, man. Delt said last 4 games, McCarthy was 54, 84, 703 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions, not bad. Nah, he did look good. He looked good. He definitely looked good in his in the last couple games for sure. I think he looked good. I'm surprised. I'm curious to know if they're gonna play both of them in the preseason. I hope so, bruh. Like I definitely I hope that Kevin O'Connell plays both Kyler and JJ McCarthy in the preseason. I don't think any near one of them none of them deserve to just sit out in the preseason. I feel like both of them still have things to prove. I don't want to come off as like I feel like Kyler Murray is just the best player in the world and he doesn't deserve to earn it. I think he needs to earn it. I think he definitely needs to play in preseason. For sure. Yeah, he need to play preseason. We need both of them to play preseason. Matter of fact, it should just be Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy in the preseason going toe to toe, bruh. Facts. That'll be fun. I'll be here for that. Navy said JJ needs to play preseason. It's not even a question. Yeah, I feel like he should have played preseason last year too. I feel like he should have played preseason last year. But it might have been good that he didn't because he might have got hurt. I ain't gonna lie. He has some bad luck with injuries. So that would have hurt more for him to get hurt in preseason and not be able to play week 1, week 2. Shit, that would have pissed me off. Shout out Marshall. He said, what up, been to the one in Vegas? Not the same show, but was awesome, Rap. Hey, yeah, nah, facts. The Michael Jackson one, yeah, no, that Michael Jackson Experience show, bro, is lit, bro. Lit. That was one of the best shows I think I've ever been to, man. Me and my wife were like, yo, that show was crazy, dog. The production was amazing. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. He should have played last season for sure. JJ McCarthy needs to get that 12-year-old little league hockey mentality going. There's T-Bass. There's T-Bass. He gonna come in hot, trying to cook our boy. Bro, why do we gotta go through this shit though as Vikings? I'm just being serious, bro. Like as Vikings fans, right? Like why do we gotta go through this, bro? I just don't understand, bro, why we just can't get this shit right. Why can't we just get it right, bro? Why? I hate that we gotta go through this conversation, man. He gives his thought on Shout out Charles Robinson, sorry. Gives his thoughts on the Vikings QB situation with Kyler Murray and JJ. He said, I'm certain of two things right now. That Kyler Murray was signed to eventually take the starting QB job for the 2026 season, and that McCarthy has 12 months to do whatever he can to keep from becoming the next Anthony Richardson. You know, it's hard for me to sit back and see a word. Oh, here we go,
Let
Norris.
this fucking dwarf into my locker room.
Please don't hurt me, JJ.
Short bitch. Hey, let me out! Who let this fucking dwarf into my locker room?
Yo, that shit is hilarious. It's tradition rap. QB carousel continues for the Vikings. Nah, I'm telling you. Shout out Skol Mafia, man. Stay safe out there. I know there's a winter storm in Minneapolis too, right? There's a winter storm out there too, bro. Like, shout out SJ. Ain't nobody blocked you. I don't think, or nobody blocking you, bro. Nah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious though. Got dumped on. Yeah, we'll play it one more time for the chat, man. Let's go. We'll play it one more time. Here, let me I'll blow it up and play it in big.
Who let this fucking dwarf into my locker room?
Please don't hurt me, JJ.
Short bitch. Hey, let me out! Who let this
That's
fucking
hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Is that JJ's alter ego? Yeah, that's his alter ego. What is this guy saying? March 14th. It's time for Vikings to trade JJ. What? Hold on.
brings the best out of them, and you get the iron.
Could you see them trading JJ even before the draft, trying to get another pick?
I don't know if they're ready to give up on him just yet. I think this is a situation where they're hoping one of two things happens for JJ McCarthy, or they expect one of two things to happen. Is one, he goes in there and it lights a fire under his ass and he competes and it maybe brings the best out of him and you get the iron sharpen iron factor. Or two, the opposite of that is he regresses and he looks at it in a negative standpoint and thinks that the organization has given up on him. And then they see the writing on the wall. They try to trade him either this year or next year, or, figure something else out.
Kyler got drafted 9th overall to play baseball for the Oakland A's. 9th overall. That's never happened before, that you had 1st overall in the NFL draft, 9th overall in the baseball draft.
If they want anything for JJ right now and thinking about trading him, they might as well get him off right now. As far as JJ, man, we've seen what he is in the last 2 years. He's not a starting quarterback in his league. He's not going to start for anybody. If I was an opposing team, I wouldn't trade for him. So,
why would you? He's been in the league 3 years. He started 10 games, and we really haven't seen much. So,
problem for JJ, and why I agree with you guys with bringing in Kyler Murray, why he will most likely be the starter, is because you guys know it doesn't matter what year you are. This is a results-based business.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. That's what it really boils down to. It is a results-based business, bruh. That's what's gonna hurt for us McCarthy fans. Is he's going to lose the job based off of just not being available, not being there, not having enough evidence to go off of. And guys like Kevin O'Connell that are going on their 5th season, they don't have time, bro. They don't have time. That's why I say the Minnesota Vikings should have drafted a quarterback the first year that Kevin O'Connell became head coach. And I don't mean Jaron Hall. I'm talking about they should have been aggressive and got a quarterback. I can't remember if there's any quarterbacks that came out of that draft in 2023 that are successful now, but they should have traded up and got a quarterback at that moment. If not the second year at least, bro. Instead, they held on to Kirk Cousins for 2 years, wasted it. And now we're on a damn time clock where now we got to consider Kevin O'Connell has been here, hasn't won a playoff game yet. It doesn't look the best when it comes to offensive play calling. And now all of a sudden, now JJ has to suffer from that BS. JJ has to suffer now. Shout out my boy, Mr. New, man. Let me play a little bit of his video. I just want to hear what he's talking
Vikings,
about.
if you're scratching your head, and you're freaking out, this isn't the plan.
Hi, man.
Trust me, this is the best outcome that could have possibly happened for the Minnesota Vikings.
Talk to us, bro.
I wouldn't have minded also if it was like an Aaron Rodgers thing, but for $1 million, you get the #1 overall.
Why haven't I got my bro on?
That went to a dysfunctional organization. Just like how Sam Darnold, #3 overall pick, dysfunctional organization, which you give Kevin O'Connell to get himself back on the QB whisperer horse again, if you will. And what I mean by this also is that not only can he help Kyler Murray, possibly become that guy, but Kyler Murray has injury history. He has a lot of it, and the way he has his play style, he's a smaller guy. If he does get banged up, guess who steps in? Ding, ding, ding. JJ McCarthy. And he will not have.
My boy looked like he got him a man cave, though. I ain't gonna cap, bro. We gotta see that man cave, man. Let's get Mr. New on, man. We gotta hit bro up.
Unlike before, the national spotlight just beaming down on him, like you're gonna have to be the guy. Everybody like that it isn't like a season ending. He's gonna be able to get his reps during preseason. You're gonna take a loss in life. You're gonna get a setback, if you will, and better early.
We're gonna get bro on, man. Delton, I think you're right. Hold on, what Del talking about? Pause. Didn't KOC say we're not a results-based organization? I swear he did. Damn, did he say that? Did Kevin O'Connell say that? We'll have to go check it up. We'll have to go check it up, man. They didn't want to hurt Kurt's feelings, rap. Nah, facts, bro. They should have got rid of his ass early and often, bro. I'm telling you, man. Suffers, you see what JJ did to JJ. Mr. New is the man, super nice. Nah, he is super nice, man. And his wife, I know we helped his wife out. We got his wife those tickets to a game and stuff like that, man. It was super lit. That's the story I remember from him. His wife was sick, and the Vikings community came together, bro. Like tagging the Minnesota Vikings, like, bruh, how are you not giving them the tickets? You know what I'm saying? And they wound up winning it, and it was lit. It was lit, man. Hey, Pop Point, did you listen to 10 Years Waiting Today? Let's see. Hey, Rap, is it May yet or pour one for you? Man, it's not May yet. I wish it was. I wish it was already August. I wish it was August. Give me a little preparation, then we can get Skol Fest popping. August is a great month. We're 30 days out. I like the month of August. August gets us popping, man. It'll get there soon. It'll definitely get there soon. Let's see. Well, let's go look for one more thing on JJ. Oh, here was an interesting take on JJ. JJ is younger than Carson Beck. He's younger than Ty Simpson. He's younger than Diego Pavia, which that's because this dude was in college for like 9 years. He's younger than Garrett Nussmeier. He's younger than Cole Payton, Taylon Green, and Jalen Daniels. And y'all already gave up on JJ McCarthy. So here's my deal with that, though. I know I said this in the video. Age is time is definitely on JJ McCarthy's side because he is young, but that isn't an excuse for me as far as saying, oh well, just because he's young, we should keep throwing him out there to be the quarterback. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's gonna be a point in time where us as fans, regardless of how we feel about JJ McCarthy, there's gonna be a point in time where we're gonna have to believe what our eyes are telling us and believe what the results are telling us. All right. And then we're gonna have to shy away from saying, oh well, just let's keep on trying, man. He's only 25 now. He's only 26 now. Let's keep on, bro. Trust me, it's coming. We're gonna get to that point. Hopefully we don't get to that point, but we will if he doesn't get moved by then, which I'm sure it will before he gets 26. He'll definitely not be a Viking if he hasn't performed yet. But it's one of those deals where yes, he is young, but again, you gotta be performing, dog. I'm just gonna keep it like that. That's where I'm gonna end it tonight, man. We gotta see some results, bro. And I'm here to root for him. I'm here to support him. I want to see JJ McCarthy do good. Unfortunately, like this year, like how Rich said, it is going to be a uphill battle for him. I do believe it's going to be an uphill battle. Why? Well, because Kyler Murray isn't no goddamn Sam Howell. Let's just say that, okay? Kyler Murray isn't Sam Howell. Kyler Murray isn't Carson Wentz. This isn't the same situation. It just isn't. You have a guy now that actually can ball. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I think at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. I want to be clear. I haven't shit on JJ McCarthy this whole time. I haven't shit on him. All I have said was facts. I just been speaking facts lately, bro. I just been speaking what I've been showed from JJ McCarthy. And even if Kyler Murray wasn't on this team, we still were calling to bring in a quarterback. And I think all of us agreed on that just a couple weeks ago. Everybody in the building agreed that we need to go get somebody to be competition. Because JJ needs real competition, bro. He needs real competition. He doesn't need some BS dude behind him that's not threatening him. We got to remember, this was an issue with Kirk Cousins. What was the issue? Well, we kept bringing in dudes that did not threaten his job. It was just a quarterback to have a quarterback behind him. And that right there was the reason why we always got average quarterback play. If JJ McCarthy is the star that I believe he could be, and Kyler Murray is the star I believe he can be, you got two guys that are dogs that are going to go out there and duke it out. What are going to be the results from that experiment? They're going to be, you're going to get yourself a good damn quarterback. Regardless of who comes out on top, one thing's for certain. The person that comes out on top, we know for sure he's going to be able to take us where the hell we need to go. And that's what's most important for me on this day right here. That's what's important for me. It isn't about the number on the back of the jersey, the last name on the back of the jersey, how tall a motherfucker is. I can care less how big a motherfucker handspan is. Miss me with all that bullshit, bruh. Which quarterback can win us a Super Bowl or at least get us to that Super Bowl, give us some, let us be able to set our expectations through the roof and actually be able to turn up this season in 2026? I don't want to be talking about, well, we just need another year. Oh, yeah, he just needs a couple more reps. That's it. No, bro, I'm done with that. Whoever comes out and plays quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings in 2026, my expectations are that they are going to play the game good. All right? That's where I'm at with it, bruh. I'm done. All right, JJ, we said we're going to be patient. We've been patient. We're going on 3 years. 3. This is going to be the 3rd season. That's patience, bro. Facts. So let's see it, man. Let's make it happen, man. JJ McCarthy, bro, we rooting for you still, brother. But you got to make it happen. You got a lot of diehards in the building over here, Purple Gang, too. So, including myself, I'm a diehard. But, hey, man, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tapping in tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you hit the like button if you didn't. I know it's easy to forget. Hit the like button on your way out. Wipe your feet at the door. I will see y'all on Tuesday. Get ready for the March Madness. We will be having the first March Madness match on Tuesday. Yeah, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Holla at your boy.
Like a dog in the street.